Free me from this prison. Oh, moonflower, can't you see how you plead? Pleases me, my love is true. This cage you see, all for thee. Welcome in. Can you hear me? Hold on. Okay, yes, you can. Perfect. Today we're gonna try to talk with a lower volume. I get a little bit excited, so sometimes I do raise my volume, but we're gonna try to keep it calm today. I just thought about a joke I saw online. And hello, Snuggy, welcome in. Hello. Oh, moonflower, can you see how you plead? Pleases me, my love is true. Game you see, all for thee. Hello, Snuggy, how are you? How you doing? A horse walks into a bar. The bartender says, "Hey." Then the horse says, "Sure." That's crazy. I like it though. That's a pretty good joke. I'm well, how are you? I'm doing great. And you know what? I'm holding my breath, Snuggy, because there was a Twitter giveaway a month ago, and they're announcing the winner today in 2 hours. So, you know, immediately after this stream, I'm gonna go check over there to see if I won the Switch 2. I really want it. We'll see, we'll see. It comes with Mario Kart World in that giveaway. And we're playing AFK Journey. Oh! Wait, did I tell you guys? Did I tell you guys? Hold on, I need to pull it up if I didn't tell you guys. Because I was thinking about this the other day. Because you know how AFK Journey had the giveaway maybe like somewhere around like August 1st? No, you didn't. What did I not do? But I was checking so often, and I'm not sure if the message erased. Here, when I saw this letter, I was like, what? What is this? I was shaken. And welcome in, War. And JJMC as well. I'm like, I don't even know what to say. Like, I'm still shocked. But yes, I won that giveaway last time with AFK Journey. This is what I mean when I'm a lucky girl. I mean it. Except for gacha. I don't know what happened. All my luck is for physical stuff only. But to be honest, I'm not complaining there. And I'm glad you could be here too. But I'm not sure if there was... I think because of the wording of the announcement, it made it seem like there was going to be multiple winners. So if you didn't... Like, if you didn't check your mail already, go ahead and check your in-game mail. It might be there. Good luck. And today we have a few things to do today. So we do have the reputation quest, but we also have... Let me see where it is. We also have like another side quest, which I thought could be nice to check out as well. New Start, Old Scars is the name of the quest. So we have the... Oh no, actually that's the reputation quest. The regular side quest is called Boom, a Happy Life. So I think I'm going to start off with the starter story, this side quest, just so that we finish this. And hello, Game Boy. You're not trying to play, boy. But actually, I'm getting crazy. I'm trying to rest my voice. So I'm going to drink some water, calm down a little bit. I'm doing fantastic. So I was just watching that giveaway video multiple times because it feels so surreal to have won it, basically. Like, that's crazy. So we're gonna talk with Zany first. Oh, epilogue unlocked. Boom, happy life. Does this have audio? Please. You came right on time.
I'm a little nervous.
Audio.
Just in time.
We love to hear it. Let me just make sure that the voice is not overpowered by mine.
What's wrong, Zany? You seem jittery.
Hi. Well, hi.
Oh, by the way, what did Evie finally decide on for Brimstone Village?
I think it's fine. What do you guys think?
Her plan isn't that taxing at all. Hyla and I will be handling all the crafting, weapons,
How are you,
and
Game Boy?
materials. You know, the important
And how are you, War?
Evie's handling the admin and paperwork, just temporarily. She said that the Empire is insisting she babysit us for a bit. But hey,
Oof.
if we don't blow anything up or start a rebellion, Brimstone gets to run itself again.
I mean, I think it's kind of weird that they have any type of babysitting abilities. Because, like, isn't Brimstone Village run by a whole different species, basically? Like, it seems weird that they're able to occupy Brimstone Village. You know? And hello, Nugget! Welcome in! I'm happy now because I get to be here with you. Well, I appreciate it! I hope we continue to have a fantastic day for everyone. She has her own duties, after all. Anyone among you who can supervise? I'm gonna say she has her own duties, after all.
I'll admit that she's darn good at her job. Runs things smoother than a greased gearbox. Never thought I'd say this, but she's making us dwarves rethink our stance on paper pushers.
Oh, but I also have some exciting news. So yesterday we were kind of talking about it, and then Dime kind of brought up that that I had a community channel point thing, which you could put in your channel points to get a new prop or like growable or something. So I actually started to learn how to do it in case we actually reach it. So I actually made quite a bit of progress. Okay, so I made the goals completely unattainable just so that like so these I could just show you what it would look like. So like I think this is a cup, right? Did I redeem cup? Yeah, I redeemed cup. So I have a cup. I know there's no color on it. There's no texture, okay? There's no texture. It actually should be yellow, but you know, I guess some of the stuff didn't load, which is fine, whatever. It's just a material. So that's the cup. And then I also started getting this throwable ready. It's supposed to be a cake pop, okay? So I know how to make throwables. I know how to make throwables, and I know how to make props now. Isn't that great? Jaden. Okay, hold on.
Anyway, Evie pretty much has handled all the disasters that Eldrick left behind. Then
Add.
she dashed off to sweet talk the Empire's merchants into working with us again.
Ooh, nice. She's trying to attract investment.
That's the idea. The investor will hopefully fund the village's development and set up trade agreements to secure our future production. The investor Evie found is supposedly more suitable for Brimstone Village.
Wonder who it is.
He usually does venture capital investments and also has his own channels for buying and selling. Evie was supposed to join us today, but she had to zip back to the Imperial capital for some urgent business. Hyla's terrible with strangers, so I asked you to step in.
How was my day? It was pretty great.
Honestly, neither the Magister nor I have much experience with investors, but...
Just the usual pretty much, but I was a little bit productive before stream today. So I made the 2 toggles, which I mean, I'm honestly really impressed with myself, to be honest, because Vinyan is a whole... Oh, I said like make that bag, like, you know, like bag like money. Go make money. Yeah, I don't mind, because you couldn't come because of work the previous times. Well, work, you get paid, so go ahead and make that bag. And so yeah, I'm very excited about that. And one of the giveaways is ending today, and hopefully I can get a Switch too. If not, we'll just save up some more and wait a little bit of time. Well, there was Rowan. Negotiations are a piece of cake.
Yes, the only person we know with business experience is Rowan, and he focuses on trade. not investments. Zany, what's the name of this investor?
He's called
Imagine if it's
Balron.
Rowan.
I heard he's a middle-aged man who's easy to talk to.
I actually know who Belran is. That's the Celestial, right?
He'll arrive around noon. Let's wait.
Wait.
I have some time left to memorize and practice my greetings.
How you bleed pleases me, my love is true. This cage you see, all for thee. Woo! How are the twins just here? They just randomly strolled in.
Are investors so ostentatious?
They're not light bearers, they're celestials. No, they're not light bearer humans.
What? Is this a trick? I always heard mages had a terrible sense of humor.
They're celestials.
Wait, the two kids with him are celestials too?
Zany, they flew in. They literally flew in. You think most people can do that?
Well, I guess I can't talk. Looking as young as I do.
Don't be so shocked, Zany. Although I am a bit surprised myself.
Yeah, I think we should all be a little bit surprised.
We're investors first. Let's put on our friendly faces.
That seems kind of crazy to me. Like imagine, I don't know. I guess it's just like a veteran, I guess, right? Because the Celestials are like the devout followers of Jura, and they fought in the Divine War. Is that true? Because I'm having trouble believing that the twins were fighting in any type of war, because they're like kids, right? Unless they're like Zany and just never age.
Apologies for my rudeness. I just didn't expect. Anyway, welcome. You
Archon.
must be Mr. No, wait. Lord Archon Balran? Your Holiness?
Poor Zany.
So, hey, what do people usually call Celestials? Evie never
It was
told me
crazy of
this.
Evie to set up a meeting with Celestials and not even tell us that they were Celestials.
No, I should be the one apologizing. I'm Belra, and you must be Miss Zany. Please, no need for pleasantries. You can just
That's
call
kind
me
of crazy. But hey, I mean, if he's cool with me just calling by his name, that's fine. I'll call him by his name.
It's my fault for not planning properly. The ship I reserved was late, so I used my special way of traveling. I didn't mean to startle you all.
Imagine, like, you're late, and then you're just like, well, I can fly. Like, it's no big deal. And you just fly.
We couldn't find a nice carriage. Or any pure white horses. And we didn't hire any attendants. So he simply used magic to get here. Typical Balran, who enjoys the finer things in life.
To be honest, I wasn't expecting that these Celestials would speak. Or the twins, anyway. Is that a cat eating a bowl of noodles? Yes, it's Pusheen eating ramen. And hello, Adu. Welcome in. And hello, Dime. How are you?
Might as well have flown over. Balran does love to make a grand entrance.
So this is the epilogue of the story that we just had. So now we're rebuilding Brimstone Village, and Balran is a potential investor in Brimstone Village.
Yes, these two are Elijah and Lila.
Lila. That's how you spell Lila.
Business. They're my friends.
Why did you say it like that?
Not really friends. More like acquaintances. More like former colleagues. In reality, I think he wanted to say lackeys or maybe pests. Isn't that right, Balran?
Dang, man. Why fly when you can teleport? True, is that what they did? Because they came from the sky, right? So I just assumed that they flew, but they could have just teleported. I'm not really sure. The twins are my goals. I kind of like them, but I'm not sure because I just like kids in general. So I'm not sure if I like them because of their personality or just because they're young. You know what I mean? That they're cute looking.
We didn't want to come either, especially with Merlin here. It's all Balran's fault.
You didn't want to come? Okay, never mind. I don't like you, Lila. Does this concern me? Yeah. Clearly Balran's fault.
No, it really has little to do with you, my dear Merlin. I'm also aware of your amnesia.
So we were friends? I guess because he said, Dear Merlin.
So, Archon Balran, Lila, and Elijah all all know the magic.
And I'm more hungry than anything. Honestly, mood. And I bought some pasta. It's like some frozen pasta from the store. And I'm excited to make that after stream. It's gonna be very easy. It's like penne alla vodka, but with cauliflower. I mean, there's cauliflower in it, not replacing anything. I would be so angry if when I bit into the pasta, it was cauliflower instead of pasta. My Twitch shut me out for a moment. I didn't know if you responded to my last text. I don't think so. About, like, cash. The twins talk too slow. Set them to double speed, lol.
You don't need to use...
To be honest, I think everybody talks a little bit slow.
You're Hammy, right? A perfect little lady with a lot of magic.
Ooh. Wait, do you know Hammy? Okay, so no, so we couldn't have been friends because we were with Hammy the whole time. Hammy and Chippy, right?
I'm Hammy. Nice to meet you, Belran.
Here comes Belran's classic charm. He looks friendly enough, but I trust him about as far as I trust Dianel in a room full of other people's spouses.
Oh, whoa! I just overlooked this entire part trying to think of how to pronounce Dianel. And the whole, I trust him as far as I trust Dianel in a room full of other people's spouses. That's crazy. What are you two doing? Why are you two here? I feel like both of these are kind of rude, so I wouldn't really say this. To be honest, I really wouldn't address the twins unless they addressed me personally. Why are you two here? What are you two doing? I feel like, I don't know, they're both kind of bad, to be honest.
Here on business. Elijah and I are trying to guide him back to his celestial duties.
Okay, valid, I get.
Don't worry about these two.
I just gotta say though, I really like the color if it's like gold and brown and yellow. I do feel like those are probably the best that we've seen on a celestial.
We've wasted enough time. Why don't we get to the point? What do you think, Miss Zany?
You can just call me Zany. So,
I think it is only fair that if we're calling Belran by his name, that we call everybody by their name. You seem much more relaxed.
Yeah, I memorized all the lines Evie gave me, but in the end, I figured I'd just be myself. Whether it be Celestials or Grand Merchants, it's better to show them what we dwarves are really like. That way, it's easier for them to get used to it.
Yes, straightforward relationships are the best and most trustworthy.
I can't believe she kind of said that right in front of Belran. Like, I was going to deceive you, but actually, no.
I'm glad we're on the same page. I've no doubt that our cooperation will go smooth.
He kind of reminds me of the bear from The Bear in the Big Blue House. Like, his voice kind of feels, like, comforting. Is it just me? The twins are staring at you.
What? This is how normal business negotiations go.
Perhaps your courtly manners and silver tongue could easily lead to misunderstandings.
Where should we start, Zany?
Evie must have introduced our situation to you. How about we check things off one by one? We've launched a new partnership model and a unique standard for selecting new ores. One of a kind in all of Asperia.
Yes, that's what intrigued me about this venture.
I miss you so much. I'm happy to be here. Well, I'm glad. And don't miss me too much. There's also YouTube if you want to watch my videos.
I've heard that the new alloys and metals you provide here require additional processing. I'm concerned about the production.
I'll always be around.
Raw materials.
Yes, please follow me. We've already optimized the routes for mining and transportation.
I'm glad that this part is... Our minds are this way. I'm glad that part is voice acted because I feel like I would get bored if I was to read about, like, mining operations. But who knows, maybe this next section is a little bit better.
Currently, about 2/3 of our raw ores are carried here. But in the future, we hope to reduce that amount.
Why? Why does it matter?
Do you mean increasing the mining in the South Thorin area?
I guess.
Yes. In this way, processing processing and forging can be carried out directly underground. We can also fully utilize Selthorin's unique technology. Because currently, everything is transported to the surface first, where we will conduct screening and rough processing, and then return everything back underground.
That does seem like a pretty big waste of time. It's to take it underground, then take it back to the surface, and take it back underground again.
Yes, I understand the new metals and materials are still being tested and stabilized. Although this method is troublesome, it is indeed safer. I'm also looking forward to this new cooperation with Selthorin and what it can bring forth in the future.
Are you fully aware of Selthorin? Are you interested in the city?
No need to worry. Selthorin is still being internally assessed and remains a state secret.
That's crazy. He's like, don't worry, we didn't tell anybody about it yet. We're keeping it a secret.
Before coming here, both Evie and General Hogan informed me of their circumstances.
You have your own sources?
Own sources as
I mean,
well.
I'm not really surprised, because he's a Celestial. Especially in, like, the Dura territory, you know what I mean? Like, in Lightbearer Empire, where they, like, love Dura a lot. I can understand why Celestials get away with a lot more, and will get treated better than the average person.
In that case, maybe I can make a few introductions. Ravion and Indris have expressed interest in gradually connecting with the outside world.
I'm still waiting on the Celestial Hypo, whose design makes me feel like it's worth it. I'm really hoping the character I'm looking for is Lucille, I think it's her name. And she's just beautiful. She's also part of a brother-sister set with a Celestial and a Hypogean, and she's the Hypogean, and her brother is the Celestial. I don't really get what what's going on. I just know that they released a song, and it was a banger. So that's why I'm waiting on them. And they already have a 3D model for her because of that song, and him too. So I don't see why they wouldn't just import it to AFK Journey, because it already exists for Arena, right? So feels like easy to me.
Arrange our meeting at your earliest convenience. I look forward to meeting the leaders of Selthorin.
Like a frenzied hound, I live as a weapon which is powerful. I lost something
Leave it to me.
precious that was in my mind. Who am I? What's my being? No one answered. As the conversation between the two of them grows more animated, you share amused and astonished looks with your familiars.
Chippy doesn't know what to say, but Balran doesn't really look like a Celestial.
No, he does. It's like the golden fancy stuff. I'm waiting on Damien. Damien as in the sheep? There's already, or do you mean the Graveborn? Or is there a different one? Because I think the Graveborn is Damon, right? And then sheep Damien is... I just feel like it's weird that they have two Damiens.
Dino looked like the classic playboy type. He was indifferent to everything except parties and hypogeans. How can I describe Balran? Chippy knows what you mean. It seems like Balran is interested in everything. He asked about the ore and metals, the processing, and even Selthorin. His concern for these everyday affairs makes him different from the other Celestials.
I don't know. We've only met like 5 Celestials total. You know, I can't really... I don't feel like that's a fair assessment that Hammy and Chippy are making. Because Celestial is like their faction, who they're like loyal to, right? Dura? Meaning, like, there are multiple people that can be loyal to different kinds of people. You know what I mean? Like, I can be... It just, of course, their personalities are going to be different, you know, because they're different people. The only thing that they really share in common is Dura. I don't remember her name. She was OP and Celestial in Arena. Oh, I see.
Well, he gave up the prestige and honor of being a Celestial. After the Divine War, he retired.
So then why does he have any duties at all if he gave it up, if he's retired?
He gave up all his his responsibilities as a Celestial and decided to enjoy a peaceful life. Because he gave up his Celestial past, he was able to focus on his ordinary life.
What does one have to do to become a Celestial? Because the fact, I mean, I didn't really think about this earlier, but the fact that there's literal children in the faction kind of has me concerned. You know what I mean? Like, Dura, what are we doing? They're kids!
This went on for a long time, and he gradually became a well-known investor in the Empire.
A successful self-made man. I wish I could retire.
For a Celestial to forget one's duties and care only for mortal affairs is the epitome of failure.
It's just weird because why are they saying that? You know, I don't know. I guess it just bothers me that, like, a kid should be living life as a kid. You know what I mean? But let me just forget about that. You know what I mean?
And if he did not succeed at all in the mortal realm, then he'd be a failure times 2.
She had a design like Talene. Ooh, nice.
We've been watching over Baelran's retirement.
I'm interested. Let me look her up. Oh, well, you...
But things have changed.
LOL, Loka. Welcome in. Not here.
The Hypogeans have returned. It's time for him to come out of retirement. We've been trying to remind him of this.
Well, maybe your reminders are a bit too loud.
That's cute. Chippy didn't even know how to say overbearing.
Wait, Magister, did you just hear that?
Mouse. Don't point your finger. Don't you judge me while you live in plexiglass houses. You're cruel and you're ruthless. With your trophy wives and interchangeable spouses. Yeah, they're not gods, even in their world. So Dura is the goddess that they follow, but the Celestials are just servants of Dura. But it does make me wonder, because, like, why are the twins like Zany in that they're adults with, like, child bodies? You know what I mean? Is it like that? Because I could vibe with that, but to be honest, like, them being flat out kids is kind of concerning, because the way they speak is just so negative, and I don't know, it just makes me uncomfortable when children talk like adults.
That took a while.
Like, kids should not be talking about duties and responsibilities and people being failures.
We were here to stop them. Is everyone okay?
We're fine.
No cracks in the walls or floor, and there was little debris. There was a lot of shaking, though. How are the miners inside?
And to be honest, I would be kind of annoyed if I was Belran. I feel like if I'm retired and everybody's chill with it except 2 kids, I'm simply gonna have to, like, it's not okay. I'm trying to chill. I'm trying to retire. I worked hard already.
Our miners are experienced and have been through earthquakes before, but that one was way too sudden.
You see, before I was under the impression that Celestials were basically light bearers who were loyal to Dura and sort of like ascended in a way. But now I'm not necessarily sure about that, because even in the video of Lucille, so in her song, you see that her and her brother are like standing on a music box together, and then he's taken away by hands of light, and then she's dragged down by like darkness. So then I'm inclined to believe that they were not born celestial and hypogean, but rather they were born just regular light bearers, and for some reason he was chosen by the celestials and not her. That's just how I feel. And then she fell into like some sort of despair and was raised by hypogeans. That's the only thing I can like really think of. Then does that mean like everybody can become a hypogean or celestial? What are the qualifications? What is the requirement? What happens when you're chosen? Stuff like that. Technically, the twins' physical forms are a result of their characteristics and their rival, who is Kulu. But Kulu doesn't look like a kid at all. What did Kulu, like, what did she do?
Let's go inside and take a look then. If someone needs help, I can lend a hand.
And personally, I like the idea of angelic looking heroes. I just don't trust her. Like, I don't know. She just always struck me as weird. You know, like, there's a lot I don't really get about Dura, and it makes me uncomfortable that we just, like, follow her. You know what I mean? So I don't necessarily like the Celestials, because I don't know what they really stand for, and what makes a Celestial a Celestial. And then same that we, like, demonize the Hypogeans, but we don't really know what they stand for either. Like, how can we say that they are bad and then treat them so poorly and then stop them from existing entirely when we don't even know what they do? I think some people have a compelling argument against the Hypogeans, like Saida was clearly trying to destroy people. Harak? If Harak was full, he might be different. But right now, he's running on instinct, you know? Not only Hypogeans are humans, or can be humans, because it's the darkness. I see.
I can't possibly ask you to help. You're here on business.
We're wasting time. Didn't you say you wanted our cooperation to be more straightforward? When there's a disaster, every hand is needed. Let's go.
Thank you.
Like a frenzied hound, I live as a weapon. The miners seem to be injured by the earthquake. Let's go and check on them. Ah, my knee.
That earthquake came too fast. Ugh, my knee.
Are you alright?
We have proof Hypogeans are bad, or bad in the sense that they disrupt the lives of general people. Not all Hypogeans though, so we met like a total of at least like 10. So we know Burial is bad, 100%. Saida is 100% bad as well. Just because her very essence is like destruction. But there are other Hypogeans that are questionable. Like, Forestro. I've only read what we've come in the main story and then like some of the side stories. But I haven't done anything with Arena. I've only played Arena like years ago. Like maybe like 5 years ago I played Arena. And then I stopped. So I haven't read anything that has been revealed in Arena, and I don't want to. I want to like experience it as an AFK Journey player. But Forestro is definitely the one that has me questioning more. And then people like Rainerard, I don't necessarily have beef with him being symmetrical. It's just the way that he tries, like, he goes too far. You know what I mean? Kyanaya is also bad. But Forestro, what did he do? We couldn't even answer him when he asked.
I'm fine. As soon as the earthquake hit, I dropped to the floor. It's just that I didn't stabilize myself and ended up hitting my knee.
Well, can they all corrupt people and animals? Unsure. And there's some Celestials that I'm like confused about and don't necessarily enjoy. Like Talene, I vibe with Talene a lot. Because she definitely values justice and fairness, and she's willing to like sacrifice herself to make sure that justice is served. You know, I can vibe with that. But like Dianel, he's kind of a questionable entity too. I wouldn't necessarily like, I wouldn't like him. I think the only thing good about him is that he's supposedly, you know, like Dura is supposed to be good, so he's a Celestial, so he must be good, right? But I don't know.
It doesn't make sense. There was no warning. Strange.
What do you mean? What's strange?
Before an earthquake hits, there's usually a cracking sound that can be heard in the tunnels. But this earthquake came out of nowhere. Bam! It doesn't seem like a normal one. If it were normal, I wouldn't have gotten hurt. Ugh.
Interesting. Let me see your wound.
I didn't hurt my kneecap or any bones. It's just a big scrape.
My knee.
Whoa! Was that magic? It doesn't hurt at all now. Thank you so much. I still need to rest for a bit though. My legs feel weak.
Valid.
Don't stay too long. There may be aftershocks. Is there anyone else nearby?
Yeah, there are some other dwarves down here. I saw someone lose their balance and fall down.
That's rough.
I think some rocks landed on someone. I heard some screaming over there. But the majority of us were able to escape. Don't worry. The Overseer will arrange a rescue team later. We're dwarves. We know what to do in our minds.
But my question about that, Adu, is that actually true? Or is that just what they're telling us? You know what I mean? Because we hear all the time that Celestials are these bad entities. Some of them are, for sure, but like Harak, he was more driven by instinct. I can't really call him bad. Bro was just hungry. You're not the same when you... I'm sorry. You're not you when you're hungry, okay? And Forestro, definitely, because bro was sensible and we couldn't even, you know what I mean? Like, we didn't even know what he did. We just sealed him away, without hearing him out, which is crazy to me. But again, of course not all hypogeans. And then in the case of Lucille, you know, because she was just hypogean because she was like abandoned, right? Like, what's going on there? Like, again, it's not pure evil. Rather, she became evil because she was abandoned and hurt. That's not pure evil. That's just, like, hurt. Of course, hurting others is not acceptable, even when you're hurt. But still, that's not, like, pure evil. That's not, like, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think of, like, you know, that's sort of like the Abuela in Encanto. You know what I mean? Like, it's just... It's not the same tier of evil. You know what I mean? It's not like Dr. Felicia making deals with demons, literally.
All right. Have your overseer report any issues to me. I can allocate more manpower.
Or like, what's his name? Frollo? Like, that's crazy. And then is that just what the Celestials told us? Or is that what Dura told us so that we hate hypogeans? Or is that actually true? The toolbox fell over and the whole place is a mess. Let's clean up a bit. Yay! I love the sorting game. It's my favorite. Also, Celestials aren't supposed to be good in the conventional sense that they're technically soldiers or arbiters of light. It just feels weird to me. Just like Sally said, it just feels strange to me. Very strange. How should we do this? I am actually gonna move this here. Like a frenzied hound, I live as a weapon which is powerful. I lost something precious that was my mind. Who am I? What's my being? No one answered. Blood on my blade. Have you ever questioned your own belief? Are they real or shaped for? The Celestials do not care for insignificant life. The Hypogean only focus on this endless greed, ridiculous loyalty and faith. Ooh, this is a little bit hard. Am I being goofy? Is it obvious and I'm just missing it? Okay, let's do these pieces at the end. Maybe that's what's tripping me up. So if we do like this, we can do the same thing on the other side, right? Blood on my blade. Have you ever questioned your own belief? Are they real or shaped for the celestial do not care for insignificant life? Okay, that's fair. About the nature or source of their power. Okay. Ooh. The hypogean only focus on this endless greed. Oh my gosh. I'm not doing too good with this one. Okay, so let's start with different pieces. So we started with these before, we started with these before. So let's start with these. Oops. Let me see. Blood on my blade. Have you ever questioned your own belief? Are they really shaped for the celestial do not care for insignificant? Okay, I'm just gonna ask for a hint. I'm gonna ask for a hint. Okay, so this piece, this one goes here. Which feels like a very odd placement, but let's just see. Let's trust it. Let's trust in the process. What if it's like that? No, it can't be. Or maybe it can be. No! Oh, that one doesn't move. That one is there. You know what? I'm just gonna ask for another hint because I'm not getting it. I'm not understanding. Maybe that will make it easier. So these can only go in like 2 spots. But if it goes here, we don't have a 1 piece, so it can't go. It's true, we don't have the 1 piece. We've tidied up everything. Let's look elsewhere. The miner is unconscious. Hurt dwarf.
Why does it hurt so much? And why am I dizzy?
You passed out. How are you feeling now?
Oh, yeah. During the earthquake, I think a bunch of rocks came down on me. I wasn't wearing my helmet, and one hit me right on the head. I passed out after that.
Please pay attention to safety. How bad was the earthquake? How bad can it be?
I've been working in these mines for years without a helmet. Who knew an earthquake would hit out of nowhere? This reminds me, before the earthquake...
But yeah, it does pose a lot of good questions. I do.
I don't know if it was real or if I've just been in this cave so long I'm starting to hear things.
Is it real or shaped for?
Oh, I'm still woozy.
Why does he feel like some like Red Dead Redemption character? Take a breather.
Yeah, sit down for a bit. The walls here are stable. There shouldn't be any more loose rocks about. You should leave and head for safety as soon as you recover a bit. If you can't leave on your own, the rescue team will come and haul you out of here. Also, remember to protect your head next time. You've only got one.
Got it. I'll definitely wear my helmet.
And hello,
next time.
Thick. Into the thick of it.
Fortunately, there were a few minor injuries. Most people were just startled.
That's good. We've only talked to like 2 people, right?
And the mine didn't collapse. Only some loose rocks came down. Still, we'll call a temporary stop to work, just in case.
Can you give me 2K26? No. You gotta earn it, okay? Yeah, I think it's partially like it's definitely like its own game, and they don't tell us everything that happened in Arena. So some of the characters are overlapping and they have the same story and stuff, but I don't think they've said every bit of story. Like, for example, like Saida, I have literally no idea who, like, a lot of what's going on with Saida. I do know that, like, she corrupted the Sylvan Egg. That was Miss Artis. And that she was, like, living in the Lucent Tree. And that's pretty much it. She kind of just got eliminated in the story very quickly. And then Forestro, we saw him even less than Saida. Because what happened was, they were like, oh no, Hypogean is about to be freed. So he was still sealed. And then we were gonna go seal him. And then basically he's like, what did I do? And then we're just like, no idea. You existed. And he's like, that ain't right. And then we sealed him too. Which was honestly shocking. Like, he was like, what did I do wrong? And we're just like, I don't know.
Yes, losing 1 or 2 days isn't going to matter in the grand scheme of things. Safety always comes first.
But the quaking was severe just now. And that dwarf said he heard a strange rumbling noise.
You've been a real fan? Well, thank you, Thick. Always glad to see you. Are you worried about what's below? Could be more serious down there. I'm gonna say this.
Yes, I suspect so.
You existed is wild. That's why I'm so against us just not liking Hypogeans. Because how can you hate someone without even telling them why? Like, you don't even know why you hate them yourself. Then how are you so sure that you're right? You know what I mean? Like, you should dislike someone because of their actions. If you dislike someone, you know, it should be because of the actions that they did or the words that they said, not because of actions that other people did. Like, that's crazy. Don't you think? Like, you should at least hear it from them and then make your own decision, right? It just never sat right with me. It never did. Now, if we said, like, yo, you destroyed all these cities, and then he was like, yeah, I did, and I liked it, then I would be like, okay, yeah, bro needs to be sealed. But we didn't even find anything, you know, like, he was just like, what did I do wrong? And then we couldn't answer him.
I have to go down and notify everyone in the South Thorin mines to stop work as well.
Well, I think that's a little bit more of a complicated question, because there is definitely reasons. Like, so not everybody hates witches. Some people do. And like, for example, like in the Salem witch trials, it was tied to religion, you know? But now, I don't necessarily think people hate witches. You know, I don't think that's a thing. I don't think anymore. I mean, there could be. I don't know. Fear of the unknown, like Harry Potter. Harry Potter. Harry Potter. Harry Potter. You know that song? It's like a, what's that song? Where is that even from? There was like a Ron Weasley, Ron, Hermione, Harry Potter, Dumbledore.
I'll come with you. I want to check out the underground mine.
Singing our song.
If anything's wrong, I'll help however I can.
Voldemort, Voldemort, oh, Voldemort, Voldemort. YTP? I'm not sure what that is. Harry Potter Puppet Pals. Yes, Demi. Thank you. That is what it's called. Harry Potter Puppet Pals. You want to help?
It doesn't always have to be money in business, Merlin. Besides, Celestials don't actually need money and gold in their everyday lives. If you go back to the Empire and ask, you'll find out that Baelran the Philanthropist is more famous than Baelran the Investor.
Interesting. That's good. Neil.
More like Baelran, the gullible squanderer.
More. I'm actually starting to not like these kids. I know somebody said that they were the GOAT, but honestly, I don't know, they seem really like, what's the word, like, cynical? Because the main reason why Celestial Hypo exists is because Dura and the Dark Entity fighting over why I guess they need to be around.
In fact, his daily life is wasteful and extravagant. He just earns more than he uses.
I mean, I don't know. I think they should mind their business.
But his random kindness does not make up for the fact that he's always on the losing end.
Not everything is about winning.
Well, he knows this, but does it anyway. Yeah, so there's no point in trying to save him money. If you need gold, just ask him. At least using his fortune to help others is something a Celestial would do.
I could do without the commentary.
Exactly. I actually also could do without the commentary.
Provide financial support for what happened to you. So no matter what happens, don't hesitate to ask me for help. All right, Zany? I can provide you with anything you need.
He said that with a straight face.
Thank you. Let's hurry below. We'll check the tunnels and then head to South Thorin.
Deep into the mines. Hi ho, it's off to work we go. Da da dun 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 da da dun dun dun. The journey down here is taking longer than expected. It's huge down here. We could just teleport if you want to take us. Yes, during the Ironheart Dominion, it was even bigger than you can imagine. I said 80. Kulu bombs. I guess I should have expected Kulu, but I didn't. Did a girl just run by? Yeah. Let's head the way and ask what happened. It's kind of funny because Kulu actually has her own official song as well. And for once, I didn't like it. I'm gonna be so honest, I didn't actually like Kulu's song. I thought it was kind of kiddie. In a, like, Descendants kind of way. I think it's because they looked up to him, maybe, and got disappointed at his retirement. Okay, that's valid. You know, like, don't meet your heroes kind of thing. Like, I could understand that if it was from that perspective. Because I think I, too, would be a little bit disappointed if I was, like, I don't know, like a 10-year-old or something. And then, like, I heard all of these adventures of this really cool guy. And then when I finally meet him, I become a Celestial myself. And I feel like I can do it. And he's not even doing what I thought he was doing. That'd be crazy. You know, like, I would be a little bit disappointed. I guess, if I was, like, 10.
You startled me. How bad is it outside?
There are no big issues, but we've temporarily stopped work for safety. You guys should pack it up as well.
Stopping work just because of a few shakes? Come on! We've all been through.
But he was actually talking with Kulu. Did he not process that she had bombs?
We can't be careless. We respect the mine, and it'll take care of us. If an accident happens, it'll be on our heads. So, move it.
All right, all right. Stop making a big deal out of it. It's been rumbling for 2 days now. Something was bound to happen. That girl just said the same thing. You're all making a mountain out of a molehill. You know, a good mine is always monitored. You people get worried too easily.
I have to talk to Hyla about this later. All the miners need to be retrained.
A rumbling sound? What little girl? I'm not gonna say what little girl because she honestly didn't look that young.
You guys were outside. Yeah, I've been hearing big rumbling sounds down here.
Speaking of Don't Meet Your Heroes, really hoping him is a banger. I only saw an ad for that today and I skipped the ad. Like, it was a skippable ad. So I skipped it. What is that about? What is it? Because it reminded me of Her at first, which was like that stalker Netflix anime. Not anime. Why did I say that? But it was like a Netflix original. And you know, is it like the same thing or is it like something entirely different? I skipped the ad, so I don't know anything about it.
Then I heard a loud noise, then shaking, and she ran off. Said it was nothing and told me not to worry. She was as lively as they come. I've seen plenty of pointy-eared girls these days, but few of them were as friendly as her.
So she was friendly.
From South Thorin?
Well, she ran up from below and then rushed back down. I'm guessing she must be.
What do you two think?
We just observe. We do not judge. You already have an answer, Bailran. You ask us because you don't want to accept it.
That's funny. You said we observe, we do not judge.
There are better people.
We listen and we don't judge.
The all-knowing Merlin, for one. No matter what you want to hear, true or false.
It is kind of interesting because they referred to us as the all-knowing Merlin, but we know that's not true. You know, we know for a fact that's not true. So I'm wondering if they're like bitter towards us because Bailran likes us. You know what I mean? So maybe they blame us for Bailran going into retirement. Because low-key, we kind of did the same, right? we also were retired for a bit, right? Until the whole thing with Ryham happened.
As long as you ask Merlin, she will tell you.
Thanks for the compliment. I don't understand. I'm gonna say, I don't understand, personally. Like, I don't know.
All right. I won't ask. But don't you think that girl is suspicious? With those rumbling sounds, this whole thing feels off. Like something bad is coming. Let's catch up and look around.
Been rumbling down here for the past 2 days. They won't choose me for foreman. I feel so bad. It's kind of funny that Elijah's flying around while Lila is just walking.
Oh no. Wait, no, this is perfect. Thank goodness you're here, Zany.
A pointy-eared girl showed up at the mine below and started bombing everything.
Why was she nice to this guy over here and not nice to these people?
What? She's trying to sabotage our mines?
Not really. She was fine at first, all chatty and nice. Then, she just started throwing bombs out of nowhere.
That's kind of funny.
All those booms and rumbles? That was her.
It's only funny because it's not actually happening. But could you imagine just like having a conversation with somebody and then they're like, yeah, so this is a really nice day, right? Then immediately throws a bomb.
A girl who throws bombs. What did she look like? What kind of bombs did she use? Did you two get into an argument or something?
We're not sure either. She's about your height.
That would imply that she's pretty tall.
She looks like those tall, pointy-eared folk. I don't remember how her nose was. Maybe normal, maybe not.
I'm surprised that the first thing they said is not she has bright pink hair. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's what I would mention first. Because everyone around here has normal colored hair, right? Like, I have brown hair. Bailran has brown. Well, I guess Elijah and Lila have blue and pink. But still, I feel like hair color is like the most mentionable thing.
We weren't fighting. Someone said something, then she got mad.
Oh.
Her bombs were round and black, I guess. Oh, she was talking to one of her bombs. Strange.
Most dwarves don't really tell tall folk apart, so we don't pay that much attention to them.
Okay. Based on what we've heard, she's a young girl who throws bombs when upset, and can even talk to them. This may be more serious than I expected. We need to hurry below.
All right, you two. Come with me and tell everyone to stop working down there. Oh, didn't you see her when you came up just now? She left from this side.
No, but I heard a loud boom.
Boom.
If she's that skilled with bombs, maybe she blasted a new tunnel.
She uses.
Did she do that on
bombs all
purpose, or did it just
underground and
happen?
Even opens her own tunnels. Do you know her, Bailran?
I use eyes as a defining feature for games and anime. What do you mean? Like, oh, she has purple eyes. That's how you would say? Or... Because for me, I feel like hair color is the most notable thing. But in general, I agree with you that, like, eyes, especially for, like, style-wise, they're the most distinguishable.
It's hard to say. I hope it's not who I think it is. Let's hurry, before she causes more damage.
Oh, but boom. And now I get why they called it that. We're going down. We're yelling timber. You better move. You better dance. Let's make a night. You won't remember. You'll be the one. I'll be the one. You won't forget. You can tell a fake by their eyes. Oh, like in anime? Yeah, for sure. Why did that waypoint just go off? Boom. I do like her hair. I think her hair is fire. Don't blow that up. What are you doing? Stop. Enough. Character design wise, I really do like her. I think she's really pretty. Song wise though, I don't even know. So we had, I think, like 4 songs. Well, it might be more than that. It might be 5. So we've definitely had Illusions in Snow, which was Princess Yolena's song. And then we had, bow down and fall, come bend the knee and fall in line. Come feast your eyes on the mage's finest, second to none and most divine. I have no idea what that song is called. Maybe like Bow or something. I don't know. Whatever Siren's song was, right? See you later. And then You're Adorable Voodoo Gaming. So that's 3 songs, right? Kulu song, Princess Yelena, Sirens. Then we had Try to betray us, you'll find only your grave. The Graveborn song. And then we had from AFK Arena, Lucille's song. And Kulu's is the only one I don't like.
What are you guys doing? That hurt, you know.
Quirky girl, that's crazy.
Popping out of nowhere and starting a fight isn't polite, right, Boom Boom?
That's right! Who dares to stand in Lady Kulu's way? Who?
Your name's Kulu? Your name's Boom Boom? I'm gonna say your name's Kulu.
How dare you sully Lady Kulu's name with your peasant lips? Wait, are you a mage?
Yeah,
My
why?
lady, it's a mage! What's a mage doing in these backwater boonies?
Ponies.
So what if there's a mage? Grow a spine, Boom Boom.
I have no shame, I'm proud of where I came from. Was born and raised in the boondocks.
Hey, since you know our names already, it's rude not to tell us yours.
I'm Merlin. My name is Rebecca. I am not just gonna drop my real name. Like, I'm gonna be so for real. So, our name, our actual name, according here, her name is Merlin. But our alias is Rebecca, so that's what we're gonna go with. That's the Hypogean? Yes, that's Kulu, the
What
Hypogean.
name is that? You sound like someone's grandma.
That's so rude.
You little gremlin! How dare you speak to the Magister that way?
Calm down, Chippy.
Are
It's
you
okay.
familiar as well? You look cute, but a little outdated. What did you say? Outdated, out of fashion, old. I mean, come on. Who still uses cute little familiars nowadays? You think having cute familiars makes you young and cute? That's so last century. Right, Boom Boom?
That's right! Using bombs as familiars familiars is definitely more fashionable nowadays. But let's leave, my lady. We don't have time to spare for these unfashionable losers.
Boom Boom sounds kind of familiar. I don't know who the voice actor is, but I feel like I've heard them before.
I don't care who you are or what your name is. Why are you setting off explosions around here?
Who invited you to this party, old man? Look at this dumb geezer.
Jeez.
He's dressed worse than the mage.
How I dress is irrelevant.
Of course it's relevant. Don't you know that if you spend too much time with bumpkins, you become a bumpkin yourself?
That's crazy. Hulu's crazy.
My lady? I think he's a celestial. Oh, there's more than one here.
So what if he's a celestial? A bumpkin is a bumpkin no matter how much money you spend on clothes. Ugh, my eyes hurt from looking at them.
I don't know if I like her or not, but she talks so crazy. I kind of like it. I think I like her from like a visual perspective and like I don't like her personality, but I do like her commitment to the bit.
Answer me! The explosions! Also, my outfit is fine.
You know it got under his skin. She got the battle ran.
A celestial, a mage, a hypogean, and a few familiars. Sounds like the beginning of a joke.
True.
I can't believe they're arguing about outfits. I'm surprised they're all getting on so well. Birds of a feather flock together. I'm surprised as well.
Leave it to Elijah and Lila to get straight to the point at a time like this. Although their banter is as sharp as ever. Wait a minute. You just said a celestial, a mage, a hypogean, and a few familiars.
Yeah, they excluded themselves.
Are you saying she's a hypogean?
Oh.
Like a hypogean?
No, she does. She's got the iconic purple and pink, the hypogean colors. You look nothing like one. Look at your hair and outfit. I feel like I'm gonna say this, you know, because she does very much look like a hypogean.
This is the latest fashion in the Lightbearer Empire.
No. Well, maybe. No. Because people in the Lightbearer Empire are, like, they dress a very specific style. And this one is far more, like, revealing. So a mage, a celestial, hypogean walk into a mine, literally.
Wait, don't hypogeans usually use magic to conjure up their clothes?
How do you know that?
Yes, this is common knowledge. Even Chippy knows that, and he can barely read. Also, hypogeans don't really have an image to uphold. Burial was always shape-shifting. The only reason he stuck with that clown appearance was because he believed that it fit his twisted sense of humor. As for that red hypogean, he's even better at making people see what they want to see. His illusions felt like reality.
Are you talking about Forestro?
Only Celestials and the Magister could see through his tricks.
I still don't know what his trick was.
Oh, Chippy knows what's going on. You don't have the magic to change your appearance, do you?
No, she does. Why are you insulting her?
What did you say? I just like the latest fashions, all right?
Is this some sort of rebellious teenage behavior among hypogeans? Using money on clothing is kind of wasteful.
How can you assume that she used money? Honestly, she might have blown up the place to get the clothes.
Or is it because you don't have enough power to conjure up clothing or illusions?
Shut up! You're a bunch of jerks! How dare you speak to me like this? Boom Boom, let's teach them a lesson!
Oh, Lady Kulu is about to blow a gasket. Okay, time for me to show my stuff.
He's brave all of a sudden.
Regardless of the explosion size, its destructive power remains quite limited, and the level of magical corruption is almost absurd.
What? Stop using such big words!
Forcing yourself to become a villain and trying to trigger a boss battle that you can't win is a waste of everyone's time.
Dang, they're kind of mean.
What does that mean? Are you treating this like a scripted play? Why are you calling this a boss battle?
You need anger to set off your bombs, huh? But even your anger is unstable. She seems all over the place and weaker than Baleran, but her strength is incomparable.
Why do you two always have to involve me? Young lady, your bombs may not be powerful and didn't cause a lot of damage, but your behavior is reckless and dangerous.
I kind of feel bad for her. Their whole thing is being meta. Is it? I feel like their boss battle comment, yeah, that one was definitely meta, but I feel like that's the only thing that was really meta. But I think maybe that might be part of why I don't really like them. I don't know. They don't talk like kids to me.
Tell us, why have you been behaving this way?
I can't take this anymore! Why are you talking to me like that? I am a powerful Hypagean. I am the ultimate darkness, the queen of explosions! How dare you talk to me like I'm a child? It's time to show you what I can do. Boom boom, get them! Yes, Lady Kulu!
Dodge her bombs. Okay. We can do that. This is easy enough. Well, how am I getting damaged if I avoided them the whole time? Oh, shoot. Challenge successful. Oh, I kind of feel bad. Oh, she ran away. Let's chase after her. That's kind of embarrassing. Clearing the area takes effort, and by the time you finish, Kulu's already gone, vanished into the mines on that rickety old cart. It's kind of crazy because, like, she went through all of that drama just to run away. You have no choice but chase after her, after the minecart. They placed bombs along our path. Let's disarm them first. They explain details as though they're talking to us. Alright, all the bombs have been defused. I mean, like, I don't feel that way about the Celestial, a mage, and a thing walking to the bar. As expected, the Merlin, the bombs didn't stand a chance. There are more bombs over there. I'm gonna talk to this hamster first for the little treasure hunt thing. Okay. Think you can do what I do? I doubt it. I bring the energy, I'll tell you all about it. Look what's inside. What's in it? What's in it? What's in it? That's the point of the thing, not to know. Okay, let's go ahead and disable these bombs. I guess I can see what you mean. I guess the only egregious time for me was the boss fight thing. They've taken care of. I really hope that's the last of them. We have to stop her. Leaving bombs lying around is way too dangerous. I'm back. Welcome back, Adu. Wait a minute. Those two miners trapped over there. Are there more bombs?
I just heard another explosion. Are you guys alright?
We're fine. It was that little girl that's been causing all the trouble.
Oh, so you've met Kulu, huh?
Oh! You know each other?
She's become well known among our crew these past 2 days. Everyone likes her.
Everyone likes her until now.
They like her?
Yeah, most of the pointy-eared tall folk are too uppity. They think their farts don't stink. But Kulu? She's honest, sharp, and actually asks questions when she doesn't get something. People warmed up to her fast.
That's kind of sad because she was vibing with the dwarves and then suddenly like something happened and now she's causing like a ruckus basically. And then now they're not gonna like her the same way. And I just kind of feel bad for her because of that.
She is certainly sharp.
Come to think of it, when everyone was arguing with Kulu just now, Zany didn't say anything.
Kids that age are headaches. They're loud and rebellious. They never listen to anything you say and think they're the best in the world.
Is this her influence or something? Being nice or like I don't know. I don't feel like that's her power. It could be. I don't know. It just feels kind of strange. Like bombs, explosives, and charm.
Yeah, and don't you know why I look like this? When I was her age, I was messing around and accidentally drank some dragon egg essence. Now I'll look like this forever.
You definitely know teenagers.
But you guys were getting along just fine. So why'd she go wild with the bombs?
Well, she told us she was good with explosions. Showed us even. She really was amazing at it. We asked her to help blow open some blocked tunnels, but when we tried blasting a new one, things went wrong. As a result, half of the mountain fell off.
I definitely don't think like she's set in her ways. I think she can come back from that, you know? Maybe not with these dwarves, because, you know, like, they crossed her in a... I mean, she crossed them in a very dangerous way. I don't think I would be comfortable with Kulu again. But I think if she kind of calms down a little bit more next time, maybe get... Basically, when she's more developed mentally, because if she's teenager, she's not fully developed, right? So then when she's more mature, if she goes down a better path and manages her anger a little bit more, I do think that she can come from this.
That sounds
She
like
has
that's-
good qualities.
She didn't mean for it to happen.
Yeah, you know, everyone tried to reassure her, but then she snapped.
So that's what happened. She was vibing with everyone, tried to blow a tunnel, it didn't work, and then she got mad.
She started saying things like, "I'm very evil, and I did it on purpose," and started dropping bombs everywhere.
Oh, she was just embarrassed.
It's hard to explain. She's acting out, yeah, but she doesn't feel truly evil.
Yeah, we know that. Compared to us, she's just a baby. Her bombs aren't that scary anyway.
That's crazy.
Next to those dainty, pointy-eared maidens who gasp at a single curse, a little fire in her feels downright refreshing. Deep down, she's got a good heart.
Okay, so I guess the dwarves are still cool with her.
Anyway, there was some rubble and this fella hurt his leg. We need to rest here a bit before we can move on.
I can treat it.
Once you're all healed up, evacuate the area. It's still dangerous here.
I feel much better. No matter her motives, we can't let her continue. Let's hurry after her. Everything looks broken. I need to check what still works. Oh, hi, Brony! I'm doing amazing. How are you? So exactly like Zadie said. Yeah. Upon closer look, the equipment appears scattered, but the damage is minimal. The upheaval here seems to have come from the trembling earth itself, not the aftermath of any blast or fire. What does that word even mean? Gnostic? I need to Google it. Define. Gnostic. Relating to knowledge, especially esoteric knowledge, mystical knowledge. Check the camp. I see you blowing through. Loose rocks and bits of rubble cover the area, and also a lot of dust. It seems the blast here was fairly contained in both reach and strength.
The damage she caused was minimal. Most people were just startled, and the injuries were minor. The equipment wasn't damaged either, just knocked over by the quake. So, overall, it's not too bad. She clearly avoided hitting people or critical gear, focused her blasts on the tunnels and surrounding areas. If she were just a kid, you'd call this mischief. But a Hypogean? Honestly, she's holding back.
Right.
Maybe she's only holding back because she isn't at full power. In any case, our losses are still manageable for now. But we can't afford...
I do agree that we really can't let her roam free. Because, yeah, she is actually, like, whether it's on purpose or not, or if she could have done worse or not, she is causing problems. So she does need to be stopped. I do think we should kind of give her the benefit of the doubt, though. So I don't really agree 100% with Belran, but...
She's not here either. That kid's quicker than she looks. Sorry, everyone. Can I leave the Hypogean to you? I don't have time to keep chasing her.
He's like, bruh, I'm done. You're staying here? What's your plan?
There's no real damage, but she's still left a mess. I'll need to handle things here. I need to repair and set up the equipment, coordinate the miners' evacuation, and tend to the injured. And someone has to notify South Thorin. Indris and Ravion need to be looped in. A Hypogean showing up and these accidents happening on their land? There's no way we can let that go unreported.
I'm sure they'll send help.
I certainly hope so. Belran, I'm truly sorry. We'll have to put the contract on hold for now.
Why? You said the damage wasn't serious, and the injuries were minimal.
Yes, the impact was limited, but we can't take any chances. We need time to stop work, reorganize, and double-check the safety of the area where the blasts occurred. This delay will likely affect our ore and metal delivery, and we may not hit the original quota either.
I'm amenable to adjusting the terms. Let's start by extending the initial supply deadline by a month. If you need more time, I'm willing to allow up to 3.
I tried Master Duel and got overwhelmed. Really? Do you do Duel Links?
Actually, 2 weeks would be enough. But how can we let you take that loss?
Well, I'm an investor. I believe in your potential and the future you're building here. As for whether a few days of delay will affect anything...
I know, that's why my model's like hands are up and doing stuff that's crazy.
What's more, what happened here was caused by a Hypogean. That's clearly force majeure, beyond anyone's...
What even is that word, majeure? Did I say that right?
Looking back on what happened, I must say that the spirit and enthusiasm your miners displayed in the face of such a sudden accident have only strengthened my confidence.
But with the Hypogean still at large and causing problems, it's hard to say how long the suspension might last.
It was on mobile at my first Yu-Gi-Oh experience. Oh, I see. Yeah, it might be a bit interesting. If you still need like help, I would recommend like looking up a duel, like a, what is it called? Deck list? My Latin's not that great. Honestly, mine's not either.
Zany, your directness and strong sense of responsibility have only made me trust you.
A sense of responsibility. I worked hard for everything I've got, and that's the way it's supposed to be.
I'm confident that this investment will be a great success.
I did a very high bun, like higher than normal.
Will undoubtedly lead to positive results. How about this? I'll extend the delivery period by 3 months. If you face any financial challenges, I'll be happy to offer you an interest-free loan tailored to your needs.
Thank you so much. You have my word that I'll have your order prepared as quickly as possible with no compromise on quality or quantity.
After expressing her gratitude once more, Zany swiftly gets to work organizing her team, Her loud voice can be heard ringing out from afar.
Everyone, to uphold our contract and ensure Zany's success, we must capture that Hypogean as quickly as possible.
Very late, but hi, Becky. Vinky. Hello. I worked hard for everything I've got. That's the way it's supposed to be.
Don't you think the terms you offered Zany are a bit too generous?
I mean, don't tell people that they're too generous. Almost like charity. Doesn't seem like good business to me. I wouldn't say either of those. That's not my business. If he wants to put money somewhere, he can. That's up to him. I'm just gonna say almost like charity because I feel like charity has a more positive connotation than doesn't seem like good business. Because I feel like this is making him sound bad, and this is, at least it sounds a little bit more neutral than just straight up bad.
I do have my fair share of charitable work.
Your singing voice reminds me of someone. I wonder who. Let me know if you know my vocal twin. Especially if they're another singer, I would like to sing whatever they can sing. I used to annoy her and make her life so miserable. That's... Never mind, I don't want to be that person anymore.
If being a considerate business partner and refraining from excessive profit-seeking is considered generous, then it seems that the business practices of today are a bit harsh.
Yes, but that being said, most people would choose to walk away to minimize risk.
Not necessarily true, because when you're a business, you're like an entrepreneur, you know, you're going to, there's a certain amount of risk you're taking to start a business. So like, it happens, you know what I mean? Especially with investors, they want to find businesses that are small so that they can invest. And then if it's small enough, then they're high in the, they get a huge return. And then sometimes businesses go under after being invested in it. It happens.
You're not worried about the risks, and you don't care about profits. I'm starting to think you're not a serious businessman.
Yes, well, Elijah and Lila always say that when it comes to business or being a celestial, I'm subpar at best.
That sucks, to be honest. Like, imagine you're trying to do good and you are successfully doing good. You have everything that you need and you give to others, and then people say you're subpar. Like, that's crazy. She had a way of making songs weird to me, even though it wasn't bad at all. Interesting.
Still, I believe that in all things, moderation is key. It makes life easier, not just for others, but for yourself as well.
A rare thought indeed. Why do you think like that?
Well, among all the other Celestials I've met, I might be the only one who sees things this way. What changed me was the brutality of the Divine War.
Interesting, we haven't heard
Among
much about it.
Celestials, the war left its mark. Some grew to hate the Hypogeans even more, while others chose to keep that bitterness quietly locked away. I found myself utterly spent, both physically and mentally. At that point, all I wished for was peace.
Honestly valid. Like, he put in his work, you know what I mean? That's why he's a Celestial now. And honestly, we should just let him retire. He wants peace. Like, let him have peace.
That explains why you're retired. So business and charity are just pastimes for you now?
Yes, a little bit. I mostly just let things unfold naturally. Earning a profit is nice, but the real joy comes when I get to help someone along the way.
He's just a good guy. He's just a good guy. He's like a stellar guy. I like him. What are your plans after this?
Once this is all settled, I'll likely return to my glamorous life as a part-time investor and wannabe philanthropist.
Well, now he's downplaying his work. You know what I mean? Like, that's why it sucks about, like, I don't know. I feel like we should hype him up.
But as a Celestial, I have a responsibility to uphold. To ignore the Hypogean now when she stands before me would be a grave neglect of duty. And besides, it's a reunion with our dear old Merlin. Why don't we team up again? Celebrate and pick up right where we left off.
That's why I was saying this world had been rebuilt after something like a war. Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's do it. Hey, I need my rest too.
Yes, I can't wait to enjoy our next battle. Besides, no matter how you look at it, Kulu is still a little girl.
It confuses me that we're talking about her like she's a little girl and we keep saying little girl repeatedly, but she's not a little girl. She's like teenager. You know, and I feel like she's on the older side of teenager, like 16, 17. So I wouldn't necessarily call a 16, like a high schooler, I wouldn't call them a little girl. I would say like young lady, or you know what I mean? Like, it just feels not like the right word. I would call Lila a little girl because she is a little girl.
So let's not overthink this. We'll find her and resolve the issue calmly. No need for drama.
Or even just girl is fine.
Lila, isn't it a dereliction of duty for a Celestial to be soft on Hypogeans?
Man, I just stop talking. But they say she's 5 years old. 5 years old. What? With older mentality? Are you kidding? She's actually 5? Like, are you serious? She doesn't look like that at all.
I guess. But compared to a Celestial who completely ignores...
What are you gonna tell me? That they're 15?
Being lenient...
They're 16, 17?
Fine. I'm sorry, alright? I just think that little girl is a bit too weak to be lumped in with the rest of the Hypogeans.
Like, we don't gotta insult her. It's not that she's weak. She's just more kind-hearted.
Since she poses no real threat and Merlin's with us, there's no need to worry too much about the enemy.
You call everyone below 18 little because they're little. I don't really think so. I feel like that's... I don't know. Like, if I met a 17-year-old, so what, they're an adult the second they turn 18, but they're a little kid? I don't know. I feel like little is excessive. No? Because they're basically an adult. You know, like 16, 17, 18, like those are very close to adult years. You know what I mean? Like to 18. So I feel like we should... They're still minor though, so they're not an adult. But still, like, we shouldn't like talk like, oh, little kid, little girl, little boy. Like, right? Baby sister throwing tantrum vibes. She does, in a way. Like, I could agree with that, but little girl is too much. Like, girl, young lady, I feel are more appropriate. Or teenager, like we called her teenager before. Like, that's fine too.
How dare you guys mock me? Who are you calling weak? And what do you mean, no real threat? You really think you can take me down that easy? I want to kill you all! You're dead.
I was adult with training wheels. Yeah, basically. It's normal here in Ghana. I see. It's not normal for me, like, I'm trying to think. And no problem, Wilden. Happy you're here. How's your weekend? Mine is great. You all did that. I also think maybe it's partially a translation thing. Maybe in the original version, because I don't remember where this game's from, but it's definitely in East Asia somewhere. So maybe the translation is a little bit, like, not perfect, or maybe the translation is good and word for word translation, but the localization wasn't where I would put it. You heard all that, so you were eavesdropping. I'm gonna say this because I feel like this is kind of like making it her fault that she heard. You heard all that?
I'm writing down everything you guys said. This is evidence.
She kind of reminds me of Kuromi, because if you've seen Onegai My Melody, Kuromi has like a notebook where she writes down all the transgressions that my Mello has done, and it is just so funny. Like, she'll literally in the middle of a fight like open up her journal and she's like, entry number 64, my Mello knocked over my dirty mop bucket after I had finished cleaning and said I missed a spot. You know, or else they get ahead of themselves if given big status. There.
Do I look like some mortal to you? I'm a powerful Hypogean who spread this... What's the word I'm looking for?
Slander, Lady Kulu! Absolute slander!
Yes, slander! I've already written down all the things you were saying behind my back. It's time for me to get revenge.
You want to slander us too? Okay, I think what it is that I like her as a character. You know, like, I like her from looking at my world into her world. I don't like her in her world. If I was, like, if I was actually the Magister, I don't think I would vibe with Kulu at all. She's, like, too explosive. She's crazy, aggressive, loud, dangerous. So I don't think I would like her in her world. But as a character, I enjoy her a lot. According to the story, Alucia removed the seal 5 years ago, and that's when she reappeared. That's why she is 5. I played it in Spanish, and it says the same. Interesting. Did the mission a few days ago. My lips are sealed. No spoilers. Promise. Good. I wouldn't make it that the world is on a timer.
No, I'm not as trashy as you dweebs. I'm a stand-up Hypogean.
What did we even ask? Do you want to slander us too?
Do evil, awful things to you. You'll suffer horribly. My revenge will be tortuous.
Okay, you can't just say that and not actually give me specific examples. Now I don't believe you.
You mean torturous?
What did she say?
Oh, never mind.
What did she say? Did she not say tortuous? Is that not the same word? Tortuous? Oh, she said tortuous.
I'm going to teach you all a lesson you'll never forget.
Yes, Lady Kulu will make you regret your insults.
Just wait. I'm going to create the biggest bomb in the world.
Explosion time. Watch out for the bomb. Watch out for that bomb. Oh, we have to do another one of these? I don't mind these. I do enjoy it. Hold on. That's like literally in the fire. Okay, I actually see that this now has a radius, so I'm actually gonna step out. That's still in the radius, so I'm gonna be a little bit more careful. Oh, Devin, one of 11. She's just another lost soul, waiting to be mine again.
Thanks to the Magister, everything has finally calmed down. Kulu is not really good in a fight, but her bombs are really dangerous underground. It's not just fighting. She needs to work on her vocabulary. Even her familiar was correcting her. Chippy probably has better.
He might have a better vocabulary than her for sure.
Maybe. She's like one of those kids who's always talking about death and gloomy things. They don't like to study, and all they think about is evil.
I feel like Elijah and Lila fit that bill a little bit more, to be honest.
Also, she's not very calculating. She's got a temper, yeah, but she's not unhinged like Burial.
Yeah, Burial's too much.
Actually,
He's straight up like
acts
evil.
Like a normal teenager.
In a sense, what you said is not wrong. However, in another sense, you are very wrong.
Okay, unless they're gonna clarify.
A Hypogean of terrible might who loved explosions and destruction. Let us show you the image of the Hypogean that once made the world tremble.
I like that their hands are doing like the same thing. Yeah, they really do. Oh, a show? Chibi's never seen a play by Celestials before.
Long, long ago, for various reasons, there was a terrible war.
Burial was tweaking, really, for real though.
For other various reasons, Dura led the humans and Celestials against the Hypogeans.
I feel like you skipped a lot.
The brutality of this war was unparalleled. Countless powerful Hypogeans appeared in the world. Among them was a famous Hypogean who loved destruction.
Tectonic
Some
Terror?
people called her the Tectonic Terror, or the Ashen Sunder. Many also called her the Mad Explosion Maniac, but her real name was Callusta.
That last title seems a bit out of place.
Madness ran in her blood. A tempest of fury always seconds from eruption. One wrong word, one stray glance, and the world would shatter in her wake.
I think Celeste have their memories before the war, but the hypos are most people, and most people don't. I see. Honestly, that's fair. And I am willing to accept that Elijah and Lila are like reincarnations who do have memories from their other self. And hello, Roll. Because I can't really fathom why they speak this way when they're just kids. I don't know. It doesn't sit right with me.
Nothing for targets. Not for timing. Not for bystanders. Not for sense. She detonated when she pleased and let the world deal with the aftermath. She was perpetually furious, causing explosions and destruction without end. Until one day, her anger and madness reached an unprecedented level.
And yes, I am live on multiple platforms: Twitch, TikTok, YouTube, Twitter.
Ha 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 ha. This time, the explosion will be glorious. This bomb's so massive, it won't just sink the continent. It'll crack the world like an egg. Ha 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 ha.
That's crazy.
Her madness surged beyond reason, and the bomb swelled with it, mirroring her spiral into chaos. In that moment, a celestial descended. His wings were ablaze with radiance,
Bell rang.
and a colossal sword gleamed in his
I can only assume. To be honest, I'm not looking at the viewers. Like the number, I don't really focus on the numbers.
He had once reigned supreme over countless battlefields, delivering triumphant glory to legions of warriors. His massive sword knew no equal, having cleaved through the bodies of numerous Hypogeans.
When I'm live, I just try to have fun.
He was known as the Dawnblade, and time and again, his radiant power rose up to counter Callusta's reign of terror.
Dawnblade.
That time, once again, he stepped forward and stood in the path of this horrible Hypogean. Oh, you again? You flappy little maggot. And just in time, too. Now I get to blow you up along with this dumb world. Yay! Ha 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 ha. Your corruption ends now. You, wretched fiend, shall be cast into oblivion.
It's kind of goofy that they're talking like la 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 for every character.
I shall strike you down here and deliver victory unto this world. Wonderful. Your stupid little words just made me so much angrier. Say hello to the biggest, fattest bomb you've ever seen.
Dunringer said hypos don't know right and wrong. At least not very good. Honestly, I can feel that. Like I can accept that. And I guess that brings the next question, can they be taught? Can they understand that? Because I can definitely see that with Cryanaya, because she was bad. Like, I would definitely call her evil, but at the same time, like, her way of evil was a little bit different. It was like, it wasn't to be cruel or anything. It was just like, that's how she had fun. Like, she didn't understand that people were not like bugs or something. And I'm live 4 times a week. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday.
And in the split second before detonation, the Celestial swung his colossal sword through the air. The massive sword erupted in celestial brilliance, its sacred light engulfing both the bomb and Callusta in a single radiant embrace. No one truly witnessed what unfolded. All that was known was that after the brilliant light dimmed, Callusta remained, slumped in the same spot, on the verge of death.
On the verge of
In
death.
that moment, Dura manifested, and her divine will sealed the Hypogean away.
But that still points out that most forget their purpose if they don't understand the concept of right and wrong. Their purpose. What do you mean by that? What would be their purpose? Are you saying like to cause chaos and destruction? Because I don't think, even then, I don't really think that's anybody's purpose.
If that celestial
I think it's kind of like
stopped
up to the
Callusta,
person.
the consequences would have been devastating. And that's how the story ends. What did you think of the play?
Your model is why I watch you. The light is cool. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Slow clap. Some parts were better than others. I feel like this is bad. Like, honestly, if it was me, I would, like, encourage them. I would probably be, like, their biggest hype person and then, like, be clapping. I would be like, that's a cool story. So I feel like both of these responses are kind of cruel and would only play into like their cynicalism. You know what I mean? I'm gonna say some parts were better than others because that's true. When like Kulu throwing bombs isn't really good, but slow clapping is just disrespectful.
Don't be so picky, Merlin. Focus on the drama, not on the details.
I actually agree with Elijah right there. I actually agree with that.
Gave you the gist of it. Don't ask for too much.
Didn't Kulu say that she just bought her clothes recently? Why does she look the same in your play?
To tell you the truth, in the past, she would have never thought of things like hairstyle and clothing. Yes, in the past, she was more like an active bomb. And yes, we know. Her hairstyle and outfit didn't exist yet. But we figured recycling the current look would help you keep up. You're welcome.
Thank you. I slow clapped. There was originally supposed to be arbiters of the phenomenon. It reminds me of that song, the phenomenon. What is it? Phenomenon? Phenomenon?
Oh, alright, thanks. So who was the Dawnblade?
Obviously Belren.
So cool and awesome. I mean, he had wings of light and a huge sword. Sounds like a hero of legends.
He was one of the few Celestials who ever gained a personal following among the people. Due to leading troops into countless battles, he was also revered by the soldiers of the realm. After the Divine War, he became a revered symbol for many knightly orders. Strangely enough, over time, that image shifted. He became more of a symbol of wealth than valor.
And you can have a conversation with Scarlita and that person about having a hypo in your great house. Scarletta helps explain the situation and says even darkness can light a brighter path, and even by Dura. I like how the arena hypos were just baddies unhinged. Fair. To be honest, I barely remember arena. I kind of want to play arena again and then just see which units I had because I don't even remember. I'm gonna be in France 2 weeks from today. That's crazy, brony. But I hope you have fun. What are you gonna do there? What are your plans?
Yes, well, don't mind him. After the war, most Celestials returned to their duties. The real question
After the war. I said after the war.
is really Callusta.
Yes, perhaps it's indistinguishable to others, but even if Kulu's magical aura is weak, her energies match those of Callusta's from the past. But the Kulu who stands before us now isn't the same person she once was.
Did she also lose her memory?
After the war, I went back to New York. I said after the war, I went back to New York. I finished up my studies and I practiced law. I practiced law. Burr worked next door. What do you mean also? Me?
I get what you're thinking, Merlin. If everyone loses their memory, it might make you kind of normal. The situation is different from yours. She lost her memories during her evil period. Let's try to explain it in simpler terms, Lila. Yes, No one is better suited to tell this story than us. Hypogeans are immortal beings, born from the deepest wellsprings of the world's desire, panic, and malice. They can
World's desire, panic, and malice.
If they are hurt or injured, they will return to the depths to feed on the emotions they crave until their strength is restored. But Callusta's case was different. She was nearly obliterated in that battle, her body reduced to little more than dust. And at the same time, Dura sealed
Go on a
her
river
way,
cruise and tour it? That sounds
separating her from the
amazing.
darkness and evil of the world.
So she'll never fully recover?
Hypogeans are born out of depravity and evil, and as such, they are always reborn because of the way the world is. But there's an order to this rebirth. Her physical form and power will slowly recover with the passage of time and the weakening of the seal. But her adult personality, madness incarnate,
I kind of like them a little bit more because of this play part. I admit I wasn't feeling it, but now I kind of like them a little bit more.
And this time, after the seal was lifted, this diminished form of hers had a new consciousness.
So Kulu is really just a teenage girl, right? Considering how long it's been since Alusha lifted the seal, she could be even younger than a teenager.
I think you're right, Chippy. She's growing terribly fast. I'm gonna say that.
You've always had a keen mind, Merlin. This Kulu shouldn't be more than 5 years old.
Which is crazy. In the first game, Arena, Hypos are basically from Dura's brother, a god of death. Oh! We saw the god of death before with Krynaya. Out of jealousy, they come in mixes of personalities. Some are gray.
However, as you can see, she already has the intelligence and emotional depth of a typical teenager. Unless proven otherwise, we should assume her current consciousness and personality only came into being after the seal was lifted. Then, after coming into the world, she was able to draw on the fear and anger here, making her growth rate exponential.
Let's just say the ecology of Hypogeans is different from what you imagine. By
And
most
hello, Wolf.
standards, Callusta is already dead. Kulu is a newborn child who has nothing to do with her.
Interesting. So by my book, Kulu is, again, like a whole different person. Meaning we cannot judge her based on the action of Callusta.
However, for Hypogeans, the essence of desire and evil never wavers.
Does it? Like, I know he says that, but like, we saw that she was getting along with the dwarves fine. The only reason she went out of control was because the bomb didn't work or something happened.
Although Kulu is young and weak right now, she's still arrogant and easy to anger, and possesses an intuitive talent for bombs and explosions. If left unchecked, she'll eventually grow up to be no different than Callusta back then.
Okay, so keep her checked. So, another Hypogean rebirth.
Yes, Kulu represents Callusta's childhood. They are one and the same.
Although all the Hypogeans are evil, they're all different from each other. Some even make fun of others behind their backs.
And hello, Dennis.
Yes, Hypogeans are essentially madness, evil, and excess incarnate. In some, you can see it in their outward behavior. Others hide their evil behind clever words and beautiful facades. Even if they're all Hypogeans, they'll still fight and consume each other. In the end,
It doesn't even matter. I don't play WoWa, so I don't know who that character is. And Celestials, do they get along?
if you ask me, we're like colleagues, I guess. Each has their own position and rank, and we all maintain a veneer of politeness. Some of us don't even know each other. Even if we do know each other, some of us may not get along.
I wonder how vulnerable hypos are based on the tree of life and its seed and roots. Are even hypos bound to that tree like insects?
But at most, we have minor disputes. Not like the insane infighting that occurs between Hypogeans.
You're wrong. Lila and I never have disputes.
Okay, well, he wasn't talking about two individual people. Of course, some people get along, and then some people don't. That's what he's saying.
Elijah and I are stars from the cosmos. Everything we see in the world is drama to us.
That's kind of funny. Is that true? They're from the stars, or are they just saying that?
We enjoy the drama. We enjoy the view. We let misplaced characters return to their former positions. But we don't mind if misplaced characters become even more misplaced.
I didn't know Elisha or Lila before, but after I retired, they suddenly appeared and kept hounding me to return to my duties.
That's crazy. I would have issues with them.
And speaking of this, aren't you two ready to lend a hand? With your tracking abilities, we can find
Can a Hypogean become a Celestial and vice versa? No idea. I think what they're implying is no. But again, I don't really see the world like they do. They just don't like Hypogeans. But it is clear that each Hypogean has their own like standard and moral. Just like they do. So I don't really see a difference between Hypogeans and Celestials. I guess the Hypogeans do typically, but like even Dionel, like like as Elijah and Lila said, they wouldn't trust him in a room of other people's spouses. That's not very celestial, right? She's basically a ticking time bomb, and so it is good to kill her off before anything bad happens, even though she as a character is pure and good. I don't know. I don't agree with that. Like if you didn't commit a crime, then why should you be punished based on that crime? You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense to me.
His request does make sense, Lila. All right. As we move forward, we'll guide you like the stars.
Belran, radiating strength and fervor, strides forth, Elijah and Lila following into step behind him.
Chippy forgot to ask Belran if he knew the Dawnblade.
Of course he does.
I see that look in your eyes, Chippy. I guess any knight would fall for a tale of a lone swordsman cutting down thousands of enemies. But Celestial's legend has clearly claimed another...
I remember the dragon we met, about how even the smallest of insects to the highest of gods, even the dragons are bound to the tree of life. I barely remember that, so I'm glad you remember that. There isn't much different, but it's striking because it's like two sides of the same coin. Right. I think I see what you're saying, yeah. I don't know how that exactly works. I don't think a Hypogean can become a Celestial simply because a Celestial is like a devout follower of Dura, right? Dura just doesn't like Hypogeans. So I don't see why she would allow a Hypogean to become a Celestial. But maybe.
Of course! It's an amazing story! But what Chippy wanted to say was that if he knew that Celestial personally, he could just ask him to come deal with Kulu. Wouldn't that be great? She's his archenemy after all. If he comes, then we'll win easily. You finally had a good idea, Chippy. Let's ask Belran later.
No.
Come on, let's hurry up. The Celestials have gone ahead already.
Oh, they walk so fast, Magister. This way. It seems like Belran has a goal. He becomes a different person. The Hypogean went deeper. Despite the heat and lava, I can feel her aura. Aura. Down for the count and But once again, how does a Hypogean or Celestial, for that matter, come to be? I'm not 100% sure. And I want to know. Catch me if you can. And I want to hear it from a source outside of Dura or the Celestials. I don't trust them. And not the Light Bearers either, because they take Dura's side. We've almost caught up, but she still wants to provoke us. What an idiot. Yes, she was really fast. Oops.
Are you done causing trouble? Running around, planting bombs everywhere? Do you have any idea how dangerous it is to set off explosions underground, young lady?
So what? I'm a Hypogean. I'm evil. I'm going to blow everything up so you numbskulls know who you're dealing with.
Indeed. This was the same madness that Callista exhibited back then. It seems that I don't need to hold back anymore.
Did I ask you to hold back? Stop mentioning my full name. It's so uncool. Boom boom. It's time to teach them a lesson.
No hypos are spawns. I'm even willing to hear from an outside source. So not a Celestial, not Dura, not a Light Bearer, but I'm willing to hear it from Miss Archie.
Everyone's doing great.
Because she even wanted to stay out of the war with Hypogean and oh yeah, for sure. You truly wish it wasn't a mobile game. You can play it on PC if you want.
A person who talks big, but isn't. What would you call someone like that, Lila? Arrogant and foolish.
Oof.
Am I being blunt enough, Elijah?
Little whelps need to shut up. Don't judge a person when they're right in front of you.
True. She's got a point. Like they're kind of being disrespectful right in front of her face.
Forget it. I'm not angry. Because you all fell for it.
Fell for what?
Lady Kulu has planted invincible bombs all around. The battle we just had was her delaying tactic.
That's right. Just wait and see. On top of those bombs, I've got my ultimate secret weapon. The almighty Mega Bomb. Soon it'll blow you up into the sky and
I really
slam
like
you
her
back
top.
down.
Yes! Lady Kulu is so wise!
First, you're just trying to delay us. What's so wise about that? Second, who talks like that? What do you mean blow us up into the sky and slam us back down? That doesn't even make sense.
I want it to be a normal single player game with a beginning and an end. Oh, true. True. I get what you mean by that. You like things with a finite end. I'm watching this because I skipped when I played it. LOL. True though, Claus. Like, I valid. You're valid.
We don't have time to nitpick, Chippy. Let's search and try to find this almighty bomb Kulu just mentioned. After all, we're underground. If she really managed to make a bomb like that, even if it doesn't cause a lot of damage, it's still dangerous. Even you two? No! Wait. I'm not angry. You're just fools who fell for my plan. That's right. Fools.
Yes! Everything is going according to Lady Kulu's plan!
The abyss will freeze over before you old geezers ruin my plan. Alright. But I'm sure you realized the time, just as I did. So we will be in fact raiding out to a game that also has no definitive end and is pretty cozy, just like AFK Journey. We will be raiding out to... It's time to raid to pay. So thank you so much for coming, everyone. Have a lovely night or morning. See you guys next time and stay sweet. Bye. Why does it say only? Okay. I think it's fine. See you next time. Bye. Think you can do what I do? I doubt it.